would you like some oat milk with your coffee, or will you go with the regular milk? A better question would be, would you like some seed oils with your coffee? Because if you ever check the labels, they add lots of seed oils and bunch of other stuff in plant-based uh, plant-based milks, plant-based foods, um, plant-based milk. It's not even milk. Yeah, it's funny. Um, I don't understand it. I don't support. I'm not saying that I'm supporting killing animals in the way they are killing animals in today's world, but I'm not also supporting people deteriorating their healths because they're not informed enough. So, yeah, think about like vegan diet versus animal-based diet. Vegan diet, you have to add a bunch of supplements. You have to add this and that and this and that and like millions of fucking supplements and vitamins. Not maybe millions, but you get my point. So it's funny to me when people describe the perfect diet and they add a bunch of like hundreds of supplements and stuff like that. I mean, if you ate only beef, and I've done this by the way, I ate 100 days, I ate only beef, and I felt very good, to say the least. And it's funny to me how people describe all these perfect diets and then they have like thousands of supplements and stuff. So how can that be the perfect food? How can vegan based food be, how can it be perfect if you need like additional stuff, lots of like additional stuff? Doesn't make sense to me. I'm not saying it's black and white, don't get me wrong here. I'm I'm not like arguing with anyone here. My point is just like take Brian Johnson for example. That's one guy that the his markers are obviously, he tests them like frequently and he's like being the healthiest human on the planet, and his objective is apparently to live until like past 120 years. Brian Johnson was it that guy? Brian Johnson. No. Was it? No. Yeah. Yeah, Brian Johnson. Yeah. Brian Johnson. So, yeah, this guy, I mean, if I'm being honest, he doesn't look that healthy like outside either. His skin doesn't glow in a way that human skin has to glow. When you compare, I mean, I've compared this with my own eyes. I've seen this with my own eyes, but in my opinion, vegans look much more pale and their skin kind of looks like grayish, greenish, not so healthy to me. But again, I'm not saying that everyone who eats meat does look healthy. I'm not saying that because people eat a lot of like deli meats. They eat lots of like grains and all like oats, bullshit like that. Like not real food. I'm not saying that vegans are the most unhealthiest people. On the contrary, like people who eat meat can absolutely be also like very unhealthy because they eat lots of like sugar too, lots of bullshit, lots of like codes, stuff you can't pronounce, like they don't read the labels and eat everything that's put in front of them. Also people eat like a lot outside, and yeah, you know how it's eating outside, like they fry everything in fucking rancid oils and stuff like that. So it's not optimal either. It's not fucking, it's not even optimal, it's not healthy. It's not, absolutely it's not healthy. So even when you have like beef outside, when you eat seemingly healthy, the beefs are also like more likely they are fried in seed oils. So yeah, it's unavoidable. And why I'm making this point about seed oils, I'm saying that like the best I've felt is on like animal products. No weird side effect, like no weird feelings, no bloating, nothing. Like when I removed all the bullshit from my diet, just diet is a funny word, but yeah, when I stopped eating all the bullshit and I just ate like all animal based, like meat, eggs, and butter and animal fats, I like all my like IBS kind of syndrome stuff gone. Um, I didn't feel weird in my stomach. My gut was like, it felt like everything worked perfectly. But if if today I eat like any other stuff other than like meat, eggs, or butter, I get like any, okay, fruits too. Fruits are okay too. Some vegetables here and there, I eat them also. It's not a problem. But if I eat some like weird stuff, like even like some foods that have like 3+ ingredients or 4, 5, more than like 5 ingredients, like it's immediately I feel like weird, immediately I feel bloated, immediately I start like being like gassy and stuff. It's pretty like, I feel the difference immediately, like my gut doesn't obviously like it. And I don't know about like other people, I don't know about vegans, but actually I can say this. I once dated a vegan girl. So, and she always like, she complained about this, like this is kind of disgusting, but she complained that, she said that her friends always complain about her farts. So this was a funny thing she actually told me, but yeah, I was kind of like, yeah, okay, whatever. Um, so when like she had this like, obviously this is not normal. When your farts are like stinky as hell, it means your gut is not, it's not healthy. And I had this myself too when I ate like lots of bullshit. My farts were stinky. They're like, like rotten eggs. You know what I'm talking about. So yeah, this vegan girl had like um stinky farts, and yeah, she told me this because her friends told her that, wow, why the fuck, like stop farting, like obviously she had a like a gassy stomach also, and she was vegan. I didn't date her for like more than a couple of weeks, but yeah, yeah. So that was that. But no, she was a very nice girl, but yeah, I had other stuff going on back then, so yeah, it was about me, not her. So, but back to the point. Mm, this obviously was not, I didn't know this back then. I didn't think much of it, but now that I think of it, it makes perfect sense. Like, um, so for comparison, when I eat like purely animal-based stuff, nowadays I eat like meat and eggs. That's my 80-90% of my base. meat and eggs, any kind of meat basically. And yeah, I feel very good, and my stomach isn't gassy, and I don't feel weird in my stomach. I don't have like, I don't have anxiety. I don't have like this weird brain fog. I don't like, my mind is very clear. My body functions very good. God bless. But yeah, when I ate like like everything that I felt like eating, um, it was it was like chaotic. I crashed all the times I felt like very sluggish, tired. This is my personal experience. Like now I eat lots of food. I eat lots of meat, I eat lots of eggs, and I don't get like brain fog. I don't get tired. I don't get like sluggish. But if in the back in the days when I had like pasta, rice, lots of carbs, fruits, like all mixed up, also like lots of grains, a little bit of meat, lots of deli meat, didn't feel optimal at all. I didn't feel good at all. I can say it like it's a night and day difference. So obviously this is very in-depth topic, and this is not so black and white as I describe it to be right now, because obviously there are people who thrive on vegan diets, and also food is not everything. It's also about how much time you spend outside, how much time you spend in the sun, the how much time you spend breathing the fresh air from outside, how much time you spend in the forest, in the woods, breathing the air from like from the like from the trees, all the chemicals, all the beneficial chemicals that the trees also emit. So, and also it's about our community, our social life. It's like all these things influence our well-being. But of course, like food is, I think food is a big part of it. So yeah, it's very interesting. This topic is very interesting to me, and also it's an endless, like an endless spiral. So I'm not saying you should eat like I eat. I'm not saying that everyone should eat only meat, but I think again, like plant-based food has lots of trash in it. Like look at the fucking labels. They have lots of stuff that you can't even pronounce. And single ingredient foods are obviously like they're natural. Like in my opinion, we should eat single ingredient foods. Even like, you know, meat, just basically like meat, eggs, fat, animal fats, fruits, some vegetables, because not all vegetables are equal, because some of them are like they release like toxic, what are like toxins, yeah. Some plants like release toxins because obviously that's their defense mechanism, and they cause a lot of stress on the body, kidneys and stuff like that. For example, like spinach can cause like stress on the kidneys and stuff like that. But yeah, single ingredients, clean foods. Also, the absorption rate, I mean, the bioavailability. Meat is very bioavailable, so we absorb 90% of meat. And when you eat like something like kidney beans, look at your shit. you shit them out as a whole most of the time. Like you can't, the body doesn't absorb it, you know. So yeah, it's interesting, but I'm not arguing. I'm not trying to cause any drama and tell what you should do. You do you. I do me. I do I. However you say it. But um, yeah, another thing about the animal based stuff is that I think in the future we will see more entrepreneurs, and this is a side point, but I think we'll see like more people who can afford like buying from like small farms. So this will be something exciting, in my opinion. That like I think small farms will be like in the top of the like the food chain, in a sense that small farms will actually thrive in the future. I think so. I hope so, because when we support the small farms, then we can actually like buy more quality food, and also maybe like lessen our, like we won't have to eat so mindlessly. Obviously, yeah, the population rate goes always will go up, and we kind of like need more food and stuff. But I think when if we just had the resources to support like small farms and like uh individual like sellers, or individual people who raise their cows and stuff like that, if we could only support them, then we would like lessen the mass animal killing production system, you know. Yeah, a complicated, like very unfortunate that, of course it's very unfortunate that we have to like produce meat in the way that we produce it now in today's world. But you can also make a change and buy some high quality food from your local farms, or small farms, and support them instead, so they can like, yeah, they can thrive. And you will also get like, you won't compromise your health also, in my opinion, because obviously I'm still think there's lots of bullshit in plant-based foods, so you don't have to make that compromise. So yeah, think about it, like when you choose plant-based food, you might increase your future expenses, because not only do you have to buy more supplements with vegan food, with like plant-based, with your plant-based diet, you have to buy supplements, but you may also increase your future expenses in terms of uh, going to seeing the doctor more often. So you know, this, it's not like, yeah, it's kind of sad, but I'm not here to tell you what to do. You do you. And I think I covered as much as I uh, spun around in my head today. So yeah, guess I'll continue with this theme somewhere in the future when I educate myself more on this topic. So yeah, have a blessed day. Whatever you do you, and see you tomorrow again. Ciao.